black people invented everything. Black people built America from scratch. Black people is responsible for every positive innovation. That is insulting to black people. This self-aggrandizing says, yo, you know what? Well, we all come from kings and queens. If we all came from kings and queens, who are the fucking peasants? Who are the servers? Like these are the ramblings of insecure people. All they want to hear.
A king, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Let them finish.
So this idea that we can only say positive, good things about black people. This is the only things that we can say. Yo, it's nonsense, and I challenge it. And I'm gonna keep pushing back. And I'm sorry if it offends you.
It offends me. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
If you give me 1 second, just respond.
You got it. I can say. Go ahead.
Just 1 second. Anthony, here's what I'll say, and I don't think I need to even really refute or rebuttal because your position is really consistent. I'll give you that much, right? You said a lot of things most people have heard them. But here's what I challenge you to do, Anthony. Go into an Italian room or a Jewish room and denigrate, insult, and critique their cultures, because I've never heard you in any room speak on anything and with disparagement and then the tone that you speak, other than punching down, in my humble opinion, on black people. Go into a Jewish room and come back to this room and report out.
Shit.
When he says everybody says that we were kings and queens and we come from royalty and we invented traffic and helicopters and engines and whatever else, right? That he's being disingenuous in the submission, and he knows that, right? He plays a game, because one thing I do know about Anthony is he's not slow, and he knows how to play chess, and he's thinking a couple moves ahead. He can speak to a certain aspect or a small portion of black society that would believe that, just like the other people that believe that they're not driving, they're traveling, and they're autonomous and operate independent of the United States law and all that stupid shit. Excuse me for saying that, but that's how I feel, right? But then there's the portion of us that completely, and I say the majority if you were to ask me, right? But I'll be openly honest and say I'm biased, right? I see a lot of people that understand our shortcomings, our strengths, and are given a realistic analysis of who we actually are, right? And I think that would be the majority of us. I don't think everybody thinks they're king, everybody thinks they're queen. I think you should hold yourself and move in that regards, treat yourself the best you can, right? Because you're setting the standard for how other people treat you. So if you treat yourself on a lower level, then you are peasant adjacent, therefore, you might as well be a peasant at that point, to the peasant portion of the conversation. But when I do look around my immediate family, Anthony, when I look at my uncle and aunt, they're attorneys who met because they were operating as attorneys, and you don't want to hear them two argue. When I look at my father, he's a chemist. When I look at my sister, she has a doctorate. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that are, this is my reality when I look around me, and these are the type of individuals that have had influence on me. And now, do I have my portion of the family that are not as affluent or intelligent or have the same work ethic? Yes, but they represent such a small portion of my family, right? So would I focus in on that and say, hey, we come from peasantry? Or would I focus in on the greatness that's around me and my father, who's still very actively involved in my life right now, right? That's my focal point. That's my guiding beacon. You understand what I'm saying? How you?
And I don't know how good his chess level is. I feel you on that. He plays chess. Okay, cool. There's a lot of different masters of chess. But I do know as a people, we are so destined. Understanding, unlike what the slave master taught us about ourselves, he found us in the jungle with bones in our nose, and it's almost like this all Anthony want to know. When you feel the spirit, what I'm saying is this: the excellence that never gets talked about in mainstream media, ever. You got to dig and find it, or have your own family members. I got family judges and all kind of stuff in my family, man. So the reality of understanding this story, when you got generations in the game, especially to just then see what the media has done to us and the portrayal and therefore the duplication of nonsense that happens amongst all people,